this truth is a big risk. Really, in reality, it's not, because you're already preordained, but we don't know that, right? We're not unlocked to that information. So you gotta take it, man. Are you willing to risk your family, your woman, your house, your job, right? It's a risk, man. But the reward is great, as the scripture says.
This is a precept back with the second 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities.
Yeah, like my favorite movie, Count of Monte Cristo. When you're locked up in prison, do you know what you have to exercise? Your mind. You exercise your mind, right? Because when he got locked up, he couldn't read, he couldn't write, he didn't know about history, he didn't know about weaponry, he didn't know about anything. He was ignorant, right? That's why that movie is so amazing. He represented us in the state that we were in now, right? But after he got enlightened with all that knowledge, man. But he exercised his mind first. These jakes, they go to jail and they exercise their muscle. They forget to exercise their mind. That's what it was about. You went to jail because why? Because you were ignorant. You were a fool. That's why you went to jail.
That's what in the Bronx, the guy told the kid. He said the guy's jail. He's like, you can do only 2 things in jail. He's like, lift weights or read.
That's right.
Right? And it shows you there's levels, man. Like in Blood In, Blood Out. And any jail, they show you the top guys. They have books to themselves, man. They read, they do crafts, man. They might sculpt. They do some shit to keep going in their mind. And they'll lift weights too. But those guys that are just meatheads, those guys are like the pods, man. They just move around. But the guys with the brains, they might learn accounting in jail. Come out, become a fucking accountant. They might learn law. Like the brother said, man. You learn that your brain is your biggest muscle. It controls everything.
And it's so funny you finished. That was the point I was gonna make. Because the point is that crime doesn't stop. Crime runs this world. It's just how you do the crime. And you guys on the corner selling drugs, you're always gonna go to jail. You're the pawn. You're the pawn. Like, you're the pawns of the game. The guys who are on top of the game who don't go to jail are the guys like the brother just said. The guys who are accountants, they're judges, they're lawyers. Those guys, you think you could do crime like a lawyer? A lawyer does crime every single day, man. Like police. You don't think police do crime? Police do crime every day, man.
Give it a thumbs up.
You think if a police busts down your door and he finds 100K, that he's gonna report everything? He's gonna report 20.
He has bills too, like everybody
The hell?
else. He has a girlfriend. He likes steak.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. If I can make a point as well to what the brother was saying in the show The Wire. I don't know if you guys know the guy named Stringer Bell. He was going to school, and I think he was taking accounting or something.
That's right.
For his business,
That's right.
Drug operation.
That's right. But those guys were all smart. I mean, the guys on the higher level, because they were invested in real estate. Remember, they were invested in drug money in real estate.
Yeah, Breaking Bad is another movie like that too, where the guy was a chemist.
Con.
And when he turned that knowledge into wickedness, making that drug he did, I forgot what drug it was.
Meth, crystal meth.
Crystal meth, right? So it's the same thing. So back in 2 Corinthians 12 and 9, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahushua.
Yeah, because have you ever been this powerful in your life? Have you, brothers? Imagine we built up a crew of 1 million Israelites that were ready to go against Esau right now. What would that do? That wouldn't do shit. That's not the power. The power is up here, man.
Esau would have infiltrated right away.
Exactly. That's not the power.
How can I join?
See, and
you know he's not gonna come like that.
And for you brothers that don't get where your power is, that's why you're gonna always fall out of the truth, or that's why you're gonna always be dismayed, man, because you don't understand that your power is right there in your hand. It's right there every single day. It's right there. That's the power right there, man. Through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. There's no other power. It's right there, man.
It says that the power of Yahushai Mashiach may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities.
You gotta take the low as well. Those infirmities, obviously those are infirmities of your flesh, but when reading that, you're gonna be taking the low all the time. The low road, not the high road. So you're gonna be meek as a man of the Lord. I don't mean like a wimp, you're just gonna be meek in general. You're gonna have that contrite heart.
That's right. Exactly.
Because you have faith in something that's outside of yourself.
Exactly.
So you have to be humble.
Exactly.
That's the spirit of Yahushua right there. When you believe in yourself, it's easy to be prideful. It's yourself. And it says, in necessities, in persecutions, in distress, for Yahushai's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong.
That's right.
So,
And that's what confounds a lot of people out here, because we do look weak, right? You may have been men who weren't in the top of your class, or you weren't that athletic enough, or you just weren't good enough in some area. People look down on you, and when they see you now, they're like, oh, this was just a weak guy. He ain't gonna do shit. But really, you're really strong inside, because you have this knowledge in you.
Just to think outside of the scripture, just to think, for me, it's 8 years ago, and I drove by here, and I saw the brothers. They're like, begging money or something.
Same here, I saw them too.
You know what I mean? Like, what them guys doing? You know, for boy buying, what? Yeah, respect, man. You guys are crazy, man. You know what I mean? But here we are today, man. So now, life's funny. You know what I mean?
And if the Spirit is working with you at that time, you walk by with your head bowed like this, because you're cut in the Spirit. Because that's what happened to me. Walk by the camp, you get cut in the Spirit. Look at these men, you know, but I was seeking for the truth. So two sides to it.
back to 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 10, and it says, and I said,
But you're still righteous, brother, because you believe without even seeing yet. Imagine when these scoffers actually see these things that we say come to pass. So even though you're saying what you're saying, still the power of the Lord is not on 100 yet. Imagine when the power of the Lord is on 100, where there's no other way to explain it but other than everything that's written in that book. That's when everyone's gonna actually bug out. And that's when people are gonna think that we have power and we can do anything, and we're gonna tell them we can't help you. They're gonna still come to us and be like, you're the guys. But we're gonna look at them and be like, yo, we're not the guys.
We told you though.
Yeah, exactly.
Told you.
That goes into virgins, right? 5 or 4, 5 are dumb. I mean, I'm smart, 5 are dumb.
See, the problem with this world is that all you idiots, you're looking for a man to follow. That's the problem. That was the problem with Israel. Remember, Israel wanted a king. Why the fuck do you want a king? We have a God. And that's the problem with everybody in this world. You're looking for a righteous man to follow. Man is not righteous. Man is wicked. Man has issues. Man has infirmities. Everything that you're reading, that's the point. And no man in this world is going to ever learn that until this time comes, man, and they find out that everything is through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
It's not, we're not telling you about man. We're telling you about a God. We're telling you about a God. That's what we're telling you about. We're not telling you to follow us. We're not telling you to follow GMS. We're telling you to follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. GMS just happens to have the truth. That's it.
this is 2nd Ezra. Okay, go ahead.
This is 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not on him. Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of the life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
That's right. Everything that has to do with this world is enmity with the Most High because it's due to the flesh. There's an end to it. There's not an end to the Most High and His promises, His mercies, His love, and as well as His knowledge. Right? The scriptures also said this store up things in heaven, which moth doeth not corrupt, and robbers cannot steal. You know, that's why our power lies into the knowledge of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which comes through faith. Because in the end of the day, this is based off of faith. If you don't believe, you don't believe. It's just that simple. But those of us that know Yahweh Shemel Shai, we believe.
That's right. And the brother mentioned faith that works. Just one quick precept, Revelation 3 and 10, what the brother was just mentioning.
Yeah,